Looking at the Scheppach Tiger 3000 VS wet grindstone. It's got a 10-inch grindstone on it. It's got a leather strop. It also comes with a few accessories. We've got the, what's this called again, Jake? It's the stone grader. And basically what this does is it takes the grindstone from 220 grit to 1000 grit. So what you do is you've got a smooth side, you hold it on for approximately 15 seconds, moving it backwards and forwards like this. It takes it to 1000 grit. For the rough side, same again, 15 seconds, moving it across like this, takes it to 220 grit. So you get that. You get a jig here, which helps you get the angle for your chisels or plane irons and things like that. You get a honing guide for your chisels and plane irons. You get a honing guide for your knives. We won't be using that today because we don't sharpen knives. You also get some honing compound for the leather strop. On looking at the machine, you have the on and off switch, and here you have a variable speed to speed up the wheel or to slow it down. I recommend having it on the slowest setting, otherwise you get a lot of splashing. On the opposite side, you have a variable torque setting. I generally keep this set in the mid setting. You've got this bracket here which just sets on top of the machine, and it's very easy to adjust. You've got two nailed knobs on here to release it, and you just tighten them up to lock it in position. And for fine adjustment, you've got this little wheel here, and you'll see that in use later. And you can also swap this over to this side for when using the leather strop, or if you want to sharpen with the wheel coming up towards you or away from you. What we're going to look at today then is, can you get a sharp edge on this machine? Well, we've got an old chisel here. Well, it's not particularly that old, but it's what we call our battle chisel. We have a few of these Magnuson chisels, and we don't do any nice joinery with these. These are for smashing into pallets and things like that, some places where there might be nails and stuff. So this one's due for a fresh grind on it, so we're going to put a nice fresh grind on this and see how sharp we can get with this machine, and then we're going to show you how we go about using this machine in conjunction with a few other things. When you're setting the machine up for the first time, you're going to have to put about 1 litre of water in this little tray here. It just clips on, and you just keep pouring it in there until it soaks up into the whetstone itself, into the grindstone, sorry, I keep calling it whetstone. And it does soak a lot of water up, so don't be shy, keep pouring it in there. First thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare the stone with the stone grader, and we're going to take it to 220 grit so we can quickly get a new edge on this chisel. When you put your chisel into your honing guide, you've got a lug here, and then you've got one on the opposite side here. You want to bring your chisel right up to them, and this will make sure that the chisel's nice and square. Get your chisel so it's more or less flat on the grindstone, and then tighten it up, making sure to tighten evenly on the honing guide from left to right, so not to distort the chisel. So Jacob zoomed right in on this chisel so I can just show you how rough it is, and we're going to put a brand new fresh grind on here down to 25 degrees. Using the supplied jig here, which on each corner it's got set angles, and we're going to use the 25-degree angle. All I need to do is lower this bar here by turning this little knob here. Can you see that right, Jake? Yeah. Until there's no daylight into that gap there. Once you've got it to the desired position, lock it off. Make sure everything's nice and tight. When using the grindstone then, all we need to do is place the chisel on there gently, remove it from left to right using the full width of the grindstone to get that edge. I'm just keeping constant pressure on the front of the chisel, nice, light, constant pressure. We've been going about 15-20 seconds now. I'm just going to take it off and see what's going on. So far after about 15 seconds you can see we've removed all this edge here, and we've got quite a lot of material to go to get this down to 25 degrees. But you can see a lot of material to move, and we'll time it now and we'll see how long it takes. So we've got a hell of a lot of material to remove off this to get it to that 25 degrees. And if we was going to be doing this by hand, oh my god, that'd take about an hour, wouldn't it? Of real hard graft. This is very easy. All we're doing is literally moving it left to right, No effort really whatsoever. A little bit of light pressure on the front. Machine's doing all the work really.
Yep.
How long have we been going, Jay?
About 2 minutes.
Is that all?
Yeah.
And I can feel a bear on there already, so that means we're down to it. So there you go guys, just over 2 minutes and we've got fresh grind on there. That's not going to be sharp though, but we've got a nice fresh grind on there. So let's have a look. Just going to release the pressure now slowly. I'll show you what we've got to. It's quite scratchy, but it is 220 grit, so that's to be expected. And we've got a small bear on there now, and we've done about an hour's manual work, I'd say, in just over 2 minutes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that up to 1000 grit on the grindstone itself, and then we're going to do some manual sharpening. 15 seconds on the smooth side now. It's not messy at all, this as well. There's like 2 drops of water there, that's all. So you don't get a lot of drops of water coming off it out. So now we're just going to press down lightly. Just going to get up to that 1000 grit now. But like I say, it's not 1000 grit like what you'd get off a whetstone or a diamond plate. But it is sharp. Just going to do this for, I don't know, about another 30 seconds. Just try and get rid of some of them scratches. So we've been going for about a minute on this one now at 1000 grit. We're going to stop it there. Take it out of the honing guide. So the water trough now is full of fibres of metal shavings, particles, whatever. That's going to need to be washed out and cleaned because you don't want to be getting that clogging up into your grindstone. What I'm going to do now is spin the grindstone around, because when I'm using the leather strop, I don't want the leather strop spinning towards me. I want it spinning away from me, because obviously if your chisel gets caught in there, it's going to cause a nasty accident. So now to get rid of the rest of them scratches, or the majority of them, I'm just going to work it onto the leather strop. So the stage we're at now, guys, is we've got a relatively sharp chisel. So if you're going to be like chopping in hinges and things like that, this is going to do the job. And let's have a look on a bit of paper. Yeah, nice sharp chisel. If you look at it, it's not got a polished edge. It's got some little scratches in there. Let's see if we can get a close up there. You see it all right?
Yeah.
How does it look? Can you see the little scratches in that?
Yeah.
It's not highly polished, is it? What we like to do after we've done that is get the diamond plate, take it up to 1200 on the diamond plate, and that's going to give us a really nice sharp edge. In conjunction with our honing guide, this is 25 millimeters, and that takes us to our micro bevel that we want. On my diamond plate, 1200, just going to use a bit of 3-in-1 oil, and then we're going to just get a micro bevel on here now. And there you go, 15 to 20 strops on the 1200 grit on the diamond plate.
You said strops, you mean strokes? Was that right?
Strokes, strops, same thing, isn't it?
No, I've never heard of this. 15 strops.
And then we just got rid of that bare. Give it a strop on the leather strop. So now you should be able to see micro bevel on there, guys, on the end, which is nice and shiny. This part's still at the 1000 grit that we did on the wet grindstone, and this is what we've just done on the diamond plate. So we should have a lovely sharp edge now. Lovely. Nice sharp chisel. no ripping whatsoever. And for us, that's as sharp as you need a chisel to be. So overall thoughts then, just a quick recap on the grindstone itself. For how much do you pay for this? I'll put the price up on the screen somewhere what we paid for this, guys. I can't remember off the top of my head. For the time it's going to save us, we have woodworking lessons in here, and it does its job. It puts a fresh grind on there for you. And if you want to take it up to next level sharp, you can take it up on your diamond plate or your whetstone and just put a micro bevel on there, which, you know, increases the sharpness. But if you're going to be cutting in hinges and things like that, it's definitely sharp enough straight off this grindstone. No affiliates or anything like that to Scheppach or anything. That's my honest review. I think it's a cracking little machine for what it does. Fresh grind, perfect, and gets it sharp enough to use as well. And if you want to take it next level, you can do that. So overall thoughts are very, very positive. Right then, guys, hope you enjoyed that review, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.